Okay, well, I've had a couple people ask me about refining, tightening up, or working on their heel positions with their dogs. And so this is kind of what I like to do with my dogs and how I work the heel position. I like to work on a pattern. So I make some signs. And they're little signs. They say start, halt, slow, normal, left turn, right turn, about turn. And then I set those up in a pattern so that while I'm healing, I don't have to constantly think about what I'm going to do next. I can have my attention on my dog, so I'm not so divided in my thoughts, and my brain doesn't quite always work. So this kind of helps me out with my healing with my dogs. And I like to put them in a nice order. You can put these signs in any order that you like. I set them up as start. That's where I'm going to start my pattern. So I'll stand there and I'll get my dog in heel position, get him ready to go. And then I start out. When you start from a stand and you're walking, a dog is more of a visual animal than he is a command animal. So to help your dog understand whether he needs to go with you or stay where he's at, is when you want him to walk with you, always step off with your left foot. When you are asking him to stay, you will step off with your right foot. So in this case, we're moving and the dog's coming with me, so I will ask him to heel and start out. My next sign, I'll put halt. So my dog, when I stop and I take 3 steps, I slow down to give the dog some kind of a little hint that I am going to do a change. And when I come to that halt, I stop, and my dog should automatically sit without a command. But as long as he stands next to you quietly, no problem. That's going to be your choice on your training. I just prefer that complete halt and the dog sits. And so then we move off again. I tell my dog to heel, and we start out. My next sign is going to be slow. So I'm going to cut my pace down to a very slow speed. My dog should be able to slow his pace down to match mine. And if I have to, I can give him a little pop or a little pull on that leash, which will tell him to slow down. This kind of teaches your dog to watch you, to understand your movements can be different. So then after a few paces of moving slow, and I like to do at least 5 steps, and that way there's a true different pace set to your walk. Then you go back to your normal, so you have a normal sign, and then your next sign is going to be a left turn. Preferably your dog should take a step backwards or pivot himself, so you don't have to walk around your dog. You don't have to make that circle or partial circle, but that again is your choice on whether you want to get that precise on your movements. Then you take a few steps and you want to speed up your pace, so you have a fast sign. You speed up your pace, take a few steps, and then you calm back down to normal. Then you make an about turn. You walk all the way back and do a right turn, another about turn, a few steps, and a halt. And again, your halt, your dog should be able to come to a complete stop and sit. And that's my preferred pattern. Of course, you can set the pattern up any way you prefer. And again, those signs, the signs that you need are start, halt, slow, normal, left turn, fast turn. You will need 2 normal signs, about turn, right turn. You need another about turn and 2 halt signs. So that way it gives you time. You can one way you can do this is you can pick up on Amazon, and I think you might be able to find them in town, the little soccer cones, and you can tape them or use Velcro or something and put those on those little cones, and that way they're visual to you as you approach them. And so you're just out heeling your dog, and the signs tell you what commands you want, and that kind of sharpens up your dog to heel better with you, work with you and everything, while you're just out for a walk. And I've done this in training young pups when I'm first teaching them how to heel, and then I even make more precise signs as my training goes down the line, so that my dogs can get very sharp on their movements. But I also competition show, so that's what signs you use is going to be totally up to you. So if you have any questions on any signs that are available, you can ask me that, or if you have any questions on what I've said. I know it can be kind of confusing, but it is a fun way, and the dogs really learn a lot from using a pattern like this. So thank you again, and feel free to ask me any questions. You can PM me if you like.